Hello everybody. In this video we will look at what is comparable and comparator in Java. See comparator interface. Comparator can be used to compare the objects of a class that doesn't implement comparable. In the work, programmers often find that they need to sort something. For example, when buying goods in an online store, you can sort them by price or popularity. But in order to sort something, we need to compare objects according to some rules. Here it would seem everything is simple. You can sort numbers, and sorting by alphabet is nothing complicated. Yes, with such data everything is easy, but how do you compare to object of class car? For price, mileage, horsepower or release date. As you can see, it is not always obvious how exactly two objects can be compared, but it doesn't matter. You ourselves can prescribe the rules. For this, we can implement the comparable and comparator interface. In addition, some of the built-in features in Java can only be used if your class implements comparable or comparator. Comparable interface. From English, compatible translates to сравнимый. When implementing this interface, we say, hey, now objects of this class can be compared to each other, and I know how to do it. And before that, it was impossible. So what does the comparable interface look like? Very simple. There is only one method in it, like this. You might have noticed in the book that the compare method returns integer. If array1 less than array2, return -1. If array1 equal array2, return 0, and if array1 larger than array2, returns 1. Let's look at our example. Imagine that we want to compare two houses. Let's have a house class. As you can see, we have 4 parameters: the size of the house, the price, the city in which the house is located, and the building has furniture. Whether the house is for sale with furniture. We did not make these variables private so as not to burden the code and not write getters and setters for each parameter. But you can do this for practice. Let's just add a constructor and a method to print all parameters. As you can see, we decided to sort the house by array. We create 3 house objects and put them in 3 sets. Let's run. As you can see, our houses are not in the order in addition Tokyo, Oxford, Paris, but sorted by array. By the way, the comparator method, which requires the implementation of the comparable interface, is often called the natural comparison method, default method. Basic types already have their own comparator methods. Nevertheless, if you need a non-standard type of sorting, you should use comparator. So non-standard sorting supposes that we all agree that the most logical way to compare houses is by array. Well, if you need to sort them, for example, by price. For example, we already have a house class. We create a separate class that will perform the comparison function price comparator. Please note we indicate the type of objects that we want to compare in brackets after the word comparator. Compare. Let's run. We will see that all our elements are in the order of adding. They are not sorted. Now we create an object of the price comparator class and call the sort method, and our array list which takes just the object of the class that implements the comparator interface in our price comparator and sort our array list. Let's run. Now we did it. Our homes are sorted by price. Now we know how to use comparable and comparator. It's all. And the last, what's the difference between comparable and comparator? Comparable is used to compare the objects of the class that implements comparable. Comparator can be used to compare the objects of a class that doesn't implement comparable. That's all. I hope this video was useful to you. Bye.